a sec.
We're watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Right, and we should be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everyone, for everyone that's joining us. We're just going to wait for a few people to jump on, and then we'll get started with everything. And we do have a chat facility as well for everyone that is watching. If you want to just pop in where you join us from in the chat, and any questions that you have got, feel free to put them in the chat. We won't be answering them as we're going through the presentation, but we'll stay around at the end of this, just in case you have got any questions. But feel free to let us know where you're joining from, what you're most excited for, and we'll just wait for a few people to join us, and then we're going to get started with things. I'm just going to make sure everything's right here. Okay, yeah, perfect.
We are perfect.
We're all set up.
It's always taking a while.
Yes. Right, amazing. Well, yeah, we'll get straight on with it. Like I said, any questions, just drop them in the chat. We will answer them at the end of this presentation, which is probably going to be about half an hour, but feel free to jot them down as we're going through things. If anything comes to mind, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you understand what we do, and welcome as well. It's lovely to see you all here.
Yes. Let's dive in?
Yeah, let's dive in.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today, we will talk about the reality of building a sustainable business online and how to create time, financial, and location freedom. I'm Lianne, this is Lisa. We will introduce ourselves later on, and let's dive in. So the goal of this web class, basically for you to understand what we do. Please put down your phone or any distractions for about 30 minutes and take this time to learn about the online world and what it can do for you. So we're going to cut the chase and cover for you who we are and how we transformed our lives in less than a year, the power of the online world and the 3 steps you need to create the freedom to live your life on your own terms, and what is required to make this work. It is not a quick fix, and that's something we want to make very clear for you. We don't want to waste your time.
Yeah. So we do have some bonus sections as well at the back end of this. So we're going to give you access to the exact same training that both myself and Lianne have used to escape the 9 to 5 and generate 5-figure months with no experience. We're also going to talk you through what's next for you, if this is the opportunity for you, and how you can work with us risk-free. And like we said at the end, we are going to cover some frequently asked questions to help put your mind at ease, because we've all been in the same boat at the beginning.
Okay, so what do we know about you? You know there's more to life than what you're currently doing. You're ready for a change, but something is holding you back. You may not be knowing where you need to start. You have the fear or limiting beliefs that are stacked against you, and you want to give back to the world and make a difference in your life and other people's lives.
Yeah, and we know this because every person has felt this way when they started online, at least myself and Lianne did. You've just got to think about this, like, what are we all doing here? We started clueless, no idea where to start, who to trust, but we knew that we wanted more, and it does take a certain type of person, a certain type of drive to do that, and that's why we want to start with introducing ourselves from the get-go. So who are we? We're essentially 2 normal girls. Lianne is from the Netherlands, I'm from the UK. We got into the online business last year in 2020, complete strangers. Neither of us had any experience working online. We never would have crossed paths if it were not for this opportunity. And here we are together in Barcelona. However, we started because we knew something. We knew we wanted something more. We had passions, we had visions, which were very aligned, and they were definitely outside of our day-to-day routine. So we decided to step into the unknown, and we set our business up online.
So I'm Lianne. You can find me on Instagram at Escape of Lianne. Before I started working online, I was stuck in a travel, work, save cycle for many years. I always tried to escape the Netherlands, go away as much as possible, but basically I always had to go back home to work again. I have a huge passion for sustainability and for the planet. I love to work on environmental projects. That's also why I was studying disaster management and sustainable development. And then I started working online. I started during the lockdown, and the pandemic turned my life upside down. I suddenly lived back home with my parents again. I was working another unfulfilling job. And really that lack of freedom hit me. I postponed my dream life for years because it just wasn't realistic for me. Then something changed. In July 2020, I found Lisa on Instagram. I was very inspired, excited, and scared. But my alternative for not doing anything with it was to stay in a place where I did not feel happy. So it was time for a change for me. Whilst I was working a full-time job, doing my master's, I started online, and multitasking really became my thing, because I knew the business wasn't going to work without me putting in the work first. And then 4 months later, I became full-time online. My life got turned upside down again, but now for the better. I put in the work, my confidence grew, I let go of what others thought about me and about my life and what I was doing. The results came in, but most importantly, I finally had the feeling I was able to fully express myself, and I felt happier than I ever did before.
Yeah, and my journey started a little bit earlier on. I was previously, before this, working as a financial advisor. So you can find me on Instagram at Lisa J's Journey. My name's Lisa Dodgson. So although I was a financial advisor before this, my passions were not in that industry at all. I didn't want to be working in an office. I was volunteering with dogs in my spare time in the UK and around Asia. And that's what I'm really passionate about: animal welfare, animal rights, in particular dogs. So for me, my best friend started working online in 2018, and she told me about it when we were in Asia. I did want to do it at the time, but I held myself back because what I did was do my own research, and I found a lot of negative articles about this opportunity, the online world, and that filled me with doubt. And I also struggled with low self-esteem, lack of confidence. I wasn't living a healthy lifestyle. I was pretty lazy. I had a lot of bad habits, watching TV, sleeping in, and I'd spent my life starting things and quitting as soon as they got hard. So that, tied with the fact that I judged the online world far too quickly, made me think and say that it wasn't for me. So I ruled it out at first. However, when lockdown happened in March 2020, I got some time. I got some time to assess myself, assess my life, and realized that I was unhappy, I was unfulfilled, and I was very, very unaligned with what my passions were. And I knew this opportunity was setting hundreds of people free. So I committed to change my life. And since then, I have been very consistent on working on myself and the business, and my life has transformed. I'm full-time online. I was full-time in 5.5 months. I've earned double my salary of the first year online. And most importantly to me, the same as Liana, is how I feel about myself. I've built up my confidence, and I'm becoming what I've always wanted, which is a voice for dogs. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, because we always want to make it very clear that, like Liana said at the beginning, it's not a quick fix. It's certainly something that gives you the same opportunities, but it comes with work on ourselves. And to show you how I started, there is a little video. Just bear with me, we'll get it for you now. Just bear with me. We're giving you a sneak peek here. Let me just get a little video for you now. Okay.
So I want to do a little video and talk to you about goals. When I So I just wanted to do a little video and talk to you about goals. When I first started, I wouldn't really say I had goals, I had dreams. How do you goal? Think about your ultimate dream, your goal. Okay, so I wanted to do a little video and talk to you. Just getting comfy with us, and talk to you about goals.
Yeah, so just a little bit of a recap on who I was just over a year ago.
Crazy short amount of time. So we want to talk about our mission, and basically we're on a mission to use our voice for the things that matter to us, like planet, animals, environment. We're on a mission to give back to our beautiful planet that has been neglected for far too long, and we're on a mission to show people there's more to life than the corporate system.
Yeah, and above all that as well, one of our biggest missions is to help anyone that wants to join us to find their own voice and their own passion. And this opportunity and working online, that's a vehicle. It's a vehicle to create the change for those that want it.
So what do we do? The easy part, in a nutshell, we work online using social media to promote products and business opportunities, using advertising strategies by people who run platforms like Facebook and Instagram. It is pretty simple. However, we will get to the specifics towards the end of the web class after you understand what's expected. There is no experience necessary. And some people think to earn real money online, you need to be like a marketing expert, have computer knowledge, or be some Instagram god. It's not the case.
Yeah, but there is also a hard part, and we just want to, again, just go over that. So the first thing that you need to decide is to choose to do the work, because you'll have the same tools and guidance and training that we will have, and it's up to you to put in the work. Replacing bad habits, again, something I needed to do when I first started. Utilize the time that we've got, replace the bad habits with moving ourselves forward. Choose to listen to your own voice. This is key. We do sometimes trusting other people's opinions. It's our life, so we need to take control of that. Getting out your comfort zone is a big one. It definitely was for both of us when we started. We've gotten a lot of that along the way. And then believing in yourself as well and moving past the self-doubt. Like, we all have it. It's part of human nature. But once we start believing ourselves and moving forward, life can become very, very different.
So the business does not require a certain type of person. As you see, we're very different. But it takes a person with a certain type of attitude. And yet you, like the everyday people seeing success online, you have the power of choice.
Yeah. And we want you to ask yourself, if this is the opportunity, if it's the right one for you, are you ready to make a choice? Are you ready to create the life that you want? If you are, then these are the type of results that you can expect.
So as Lisa helped me get started working online, I also helped other people get started online. And I will just go over a few of them and share a bit about their stories. So this is Julia. She's from the Netherlands. After working with children for a while, she realized she wanted more than staying in one place to work a job. She had a huge passion for traveling, for photography, and felt that the only time she could truly be herself was when she was traveling. So she decided to make a step to the online world. The desire for freedom was huge, and she put in her work and was able to leave the Netherlands behind only 4 months in the business. She started traveling and is now living life to the fullest in Barcelona. Second one, Alina. She was studying sociology at university when she realized she was not made for the 9-to-5. She wanted to grow as a person, find a true connection with herself, and most importantly, help others. Once she started working online, she finally had the opportunity to turn a dream of being a coach into reality. Now she's helping others with their health, their self-development, and spirituality, and essentially to inspire you to be your true self. Naya. Naya's from Denmark and a single mother, and she has a big passion for traveling. Her biggest dream and reason to start online was actually to be able to live the van life, so she can travel and work on the road. She wanted to be able to spend time with her daughter and to have the opportunity to show her around the world, explore new cultures. It's time to leave the 9-to-5 job forever and start her own business. And rather than trading her time for money any longer, she's now able to work from home and see her daughter grow up. Rebecca is from from Austria, She reached out when she was desperately looking for a change and a way to leave the corporate world and start doing what she loves most, exploring. Her love for traveling is now turned into a source of inspiration for others and to show them what's possible in life if you put your heart and soul in it. With a lot of dedication, Rebecca has made a massive shift in just a few months, and she's now inspiring others to step into the location-independent lifestyle that she could only ever dream of herself before she started online. Lastly, Katarina. She always knew the 9-to-5 rat race was not for her, but she had big troubles with when and how. And after a few years in a corporate job, she got depressed, and when the opportunity came by, she knew this was her chance. Now she quit her job and she will become a digital nomad soon. So, what do we all have in common? One of the things is location freedom. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to be? Exploring the world, working from home, spending time with your family or your children, living the van life, or skiing in the Alps, can be anything. This is what the online business can give you. You choose where you work. You run everything from your phone or laptop, and you can work from anywhere as long as there's Wi-Fi. You're not tied to one place, like you're with a job or an offline business, and you get to live your life to the fullest whilst building your life.
Yeah, and the other side of this is time freedom. So let's assume at the moment you're working in a job, you work for yourself, and potentially you might be trading around 40, 50 hours a week to earn money. Imagine not having to do that ever again. Just imagine having full control of what you do with your time. This was a huge driver for me. Like, what is it you want your time for? Do you want to have your time to be with your family? Do you have passions, businesses, ideas that you want to pursue that lay outside of that? Or do you want to have time for you? An online business allows you to dictate how you spend your time. So if you are looking to travel, do you want to work in the morning like Leanna is and then go and spend your days outside Barcelona? That's what it gives you. So for me, I was able to quit my job for 5.5 months. And my career was a really successful career that was going to give me the financial side of it. But I didn't want that. I wanted my time to be with the dogs. And now I get to do that alongside running my business. So just ask yourself, why can't you do the same? Financial freedom as well. Like, this is where logic comes in. We're working online. There's no income cap. There's no limits to this. So it means that the more time, the more energy you put in, the more you receive. And plus, this is what sometimes people miss, myself included at the beginning. Yes, you are going to set yourself up with a business online if you commit to it, and that alone will generate the passive streams of income. However, what happens along the way is you pick up all the skills, all the confidence, the experience to run any business you want. You start to understand how to make multiple income streams, because in order to make a business like this work, you need to understand business. You need to understand how to make money work for you. And the best thing is you're surrounded by other business owners. And you've heard the term before, like you are the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So if you think about that now, what if those people were 5, 6-figure business owners, just people who are living the life that you want? More often than not, you're not going to get this level of education once you're working in a job, especially when you're working on someone else's dreams. And that's how financial freedom comes in. You start to see success in all areas of life because you understand business. So what does financial freedom mean? It means you've got enough money to give back, not have to think about money. So my pipe dream of a dog rescue is now a 3-year goal, which is very, very special.
So what do we get as an added bonus to this? Mental freedom. You are free to express exactly who you are. And for me, that's been like the most important thing when I got into this. You can wear what you want, act how you want, speak how you want. And the best thing is, the more authentic you are, the more success you will see. You also have to take care of yourself first in order to succeed. There's like no more hiding from insecurities, self-doubts. This won't see you succeed in any area of your life or business. There's no more leaving your personal life at home because your personal life is your life. We have a safe space in the community and we encourage support and allow each other to grow. We're confident this business will enable you to be the person you know you're capable of being because we learn how to put ourselves first.
Yeah, so if you're still with us here, you've shown you've got an open mind and you've got the willingness to learn, which is literally what it takes. So now we're going to get specific and we're going to walk you through the 3 key steps that you need to build a business online.
Step 1, how to master online marketing and scale your income online. So the internet of today, basically in the UK alone, 81.1% of the population made a purchase online in 2020, which is like 45 million people. In 2021, an estimated £132 billion people will be spent online. And 90% of the people online are customers and 10% only are producers. So it's like 3.6 billion people use social media every day.
Yeah, it's huge.
So what is social media advertising? Basically, it's online advertising, which lets you connect with thousands of people globally. Social media tracks all users' activity, and that's a good thing because you can get what you want. Basically, it's brilliant because we get to understand how to give people exactly what they're looking for. And honestly, you don't need a massive following to do this. Lisa didn't even have an Instagram account when she started the business. However, she was able to reach an unlimited amount of potential customers the second she got set up. She hit an income of 70K in November 2020 with just under 300 followers. You don't need to hassle anyone you know. You don't need to use any personal accounts, which is great. Hopefully by now you understand how powerful the internet and social media can be if it's used correctly. So what's next?
Yeah, so step number 2 is how working with the right products means that you can make an impact and also you're making higher level commissions at the same time. So one of the most important things for us is the right products. We're very selective with the type of products we use. Yes, we want to create sustainable income online because we've all got our goals and our dreams, but we also want to know that we're making a difference with what we do at the same time. So the products that we work with support long-term health and well-being. They support sustainability and zero waste movement. They can be used daily for multiple purposes. The bonus with this as well is that they require no stocking or inventory, and they are also products that we know people need and want. And we want to break it down a little bit as well, just to explain how this works, because usually, and the way people see it and they're used to working, is that companies have a huge budget and they pay that out for things like marketing, advertising, staffing, shops. So that's one way of working. It's the most common way. Everyone will know of that. And that means that people will be required to work in jobs for this company. But there is another way. And the other way is to find companies that support a freedom lifestyle. And they've decided not to pay out for advertising. They're not hiring people for jobs. Instead, they set up compensation plans that allow anyone and everyone to set up a business without being tied to a location and being able to control when they work. So they actually pay up to 53% commissions and added bonuses along the way. The harder you work, like we said earlier, the more you get. There's no limits to the earning potential with these sort of companies. And the company we work with is respected, long-standing, currently 47 years old, so no doubt probably been around since before you were born. And not only do they support the freedom lifestyle, but more importantly, again, for especially me and Leanna, is they're promoting health, they're promoting sustainability and mental well-being, which is a huge passion for both of us. So we have talked about the products. We know how to reach people that are interested in them. So the third element of this is how do we create time freedom?
Yes, so step 3, how we're using online systems to create automation in the business. So as we said, you will learn how to run adverts to people that want and need what you have. And basically they're set up already in place. You will learn about this over time, but in the simplest way to explain it, Basically, it works by directing customers to a system to pre-qualify their interest for you. And the system works around the clock and does all the legwork. The internet, as you know, runs 24/7, which means you can be making money while you sleep, while you're on a flight, on the side of your current job, and of course, Lisa's favorite of all, while she's out with her dog.
Yeah, literally. So if you kind of strip it back to logic and just think about what we've told you, does it make a little bit of sense now? You're starting to understand like how people like myself and Leanna and potentially people you've seen before are starting to move away from the system and start to move into the online world. And remember with this as well, you can't be expected to step into a new job and learn it all on the day. This is not a job, it never will be, but you don't put pressure on yourself to learn and understand a full-blown business model and new way of working in the process of 30 minutes. But hopefully by now, you started to get a better understanding of it all.
So there's no secret to online success, even though we wish. Find a business that works and that aligns with you. Use your passions to drive you. Work hard to stay consistent, and especially surround yourself with the right people. Believe in yourself and trust the process. This is the basics.
Yeah. And just ask yourself now, what's your intuition telling you? Is it telling you that this opportunity could help you reach your goals and your dreams? Do you think, given the same training that we've both had and thousands of others that we work with, that you can achieve the same? Do you think you're capable and deserving of living a better life than the one you are, maybe more aligned with what you feel, what you're passionate about than what you are right now? And using the information that you've been given today, are you willing to commit to learning more and giving yourself that chance to find out, is this opportunity the one that you've been looking for?
So how do you start building this business? If you entered yes before, let's see how to get you started.
So first of all, we've got an online training platform. So like we said, this is something that we're going to help you with the same training that we have used, and it is step by step. This training's been created by 6-7-figure business owners, years and years of knowledge, but it's designed for anyone with a brain and a laptop. As you can see here, we've got a 6-week schedule to get your business up and running, and then we will start to advance you even more. We're still using this platform now.
The best thing about this for me, the online community. Right now, there's like 5,000 members building the same business using the same training as we did. You'll be surrounded by like-minded souls and all working together, supporting, inspiring, and helping each other to succeed. And there are regular offline events and meetups. For me, having a community of people who have the same sort of goals and vision in life was just the change I needed and just the support that I had to have in order to make the step eventually.
Yeah, like you've got friends all around Europe now.
Exactly. Like I live in the Netherlands, but right now I have connections all over the world, basically. So it's great to have that because of the business.
Yeah, and look at us now. We would never have met. I'm from the UK in Wigan, and Leanna's from Netherlands. Now we're in Barcelona. So yeah, it's a great place. So what do you get with all this? So like we said, you've got the training platform, you've got the community, but there are extras. So you come into this, and from day one, you've got a coach. Your coach is going to support you from the second you step into the community. We've got global annual events. We've actually got one happening in London in a week and a half. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a week and a half. So that's August 2021. Personal development, like continuous personal development, mindset training academies, like help with everything to do with your mindset, to your money mindset. We've got like-minded people you can thrive with and all want to bring about change. One-to-one personal coaching, twice weekly live masterminds. You've got sales and marketing training, Facebook and Instagram training, and personal branding building, and much more.
And this all only for a one-time payment of £77, which is about 85 euros. It gives you lifetime access and no monthly subscription. And we want to make it even easier for you.
Yeah, we understand what it's like at first. And we also, like we said, we understand that you can't expect to understand the whole process in 30 minutes. So we give you the discovery process. This is 2 weeks for you to come in and find your feet. And if this point it's not for you, we offer you a full refund for your £77. So before you actually start the business training, when you do sign up, you will pay £77. You will gain immediate access to our community. You will then see this process in front of you here, and you'll work through 4 steps. First step is to understand a little bit more about entrepreneurship, the online world, how all this works. The second step is about you, to spend some time where you want to go, what you think's held you back so far. The third is the business blueprint, to give you a full understanding of the options, the commission, the business. There is an element of sustainability and health in here, which we like to educate people on as well. And then you'll have a coaching call. And on that call, you can make a decision. Do you want to start your business, or is it not something you're aligning with? If so, you'll get your refund back. If not, then you're going to enter a very new life.
That was nice. So we also want to go over some frequently asked questions.
Yeah, which you asked me last year.
Yes, exactly. This is exactly the kind of questions I asked when I got in, because, I had so many questions going on, and then there was Lisa to help me with it. One of the questions was, how much time do I need to put aside to start up with this? And can I do this alongside my current job? I was working full time when I started, so it was something I really had to think about.
Yeah. And the reality is it's your business. So you put as much or as little time in as you want, and the results will show that. We recommend 10 to 15 hours a week. That's a really nice base on working on yourself and the business at the same time to really get this off the ground at a nice pace.
And is there any more investment?
Of course, it's a business. So the only thing we have free in life is a job. And I'm assuming most people that are here, they don't want to have that. It's very varied, and there's options to suit anyone, which the blueprint will talk you through. So there's always going to be an option for someone to step into this business, but it is, like any business, not free.
Like I had at the beginning many fears. I was very scared that starting a business would be risky. What would you say about that?
Well, for me, the business isn't a risk because the business has been around since before you were born. The only risk in this is yourself. You're the one that decides whether you do the work. And I do feel like fear of failure is a big thing, but we can't fail. We can only quit. So if you come into this and you put the work in, it will happen for you, whether it takes you 5 months, 6 months, 2 years, like it's your journey and your decision. So we're not gambling here. You're setting up a business. So I would say that there is getting out your comfort zone, but the risk is you, and you're the person who can control that.
Exactly. And how long does it take until you make a sale, until you make your investment back, or when you will be able to quit your job to actually go full-time online?
So again, with this one, we'll never make any promises to anyone coming into this business. Like, this business is a powerful business model. It's given me and Leanna the life we've got now, but we also know that we've put a lot of work in to get to this. So it's down to you. There is no set timescales, and we shouldn't. And we did it ourselves at the beginning. Like, you know, how's this person got there? And it's about you and your journey. We don't want to be comparing it to anyone else. So if you come in and commit to the business, you've got the same training, the same people, the same support network that we had. So again, you need to ask yourself, do you feel like you can do the same as 2 everyday girls did last year? But yeah.
Okay. And we are here to help you. I know when you start, you may feel like I'm going to enter this alone. It's not like that. You have this whole community around you and us to help you get started. But at first, you want to help yourself.
Yeah. And want to take some action now. You know, this is what it's all about. When I first started the business, it took me 18 months, and I would never want anyone to go through that. Like, should I do it? Look around somewhere else. If you're ready now, if you feel like this resonates with you, if you've been looking to change and you're ready to jump in, there's a button. Go and click on the button and let's get you started. Like we said earlier, you're going to work through the discovery process, follow the steps, and then we're going to have a call booked in with the person that's directed you here, or potentially me and Leanna, and let's see you on the inside and go from there.
So that was it for today. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you on the inside.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Let me just see if there's any questions for anyone. Let me just see. Right, we'll just wait around for a few minutes just in case anyone has got any questions. Just throw them into the chat. So look here. And if not, if you do have any further questions, feel free to speak to the person that, whether it's Leanna or anyone else, feel free to ask them. We don't think we can see anything at all. So, okay. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you soon. If we can eventually end this.